don't be afraid of the stabbies. So, like,
Yeah.
I
Don't
know.
worry. I come prepared as well. Bring
You
it
brought
on.
stabby!
Oh my god! It's so good.
Who's kicking off?
Bain&Chiad, you're muted.
I am?
You
It
were
doesn't
for
say
how
I
many?
am. Oh,
You
yeah,
were for like
I
this
have a little
much.
bit of a lag. Hello. Let's try that again. Hello. And welcome to Threefold Talk.
Hello.
And we are Sans Wetlander tonight. So it's an Aiel takeover, everybody.
And
Yeah!
Son's the wise
Gird your
one.
loins.
Son's
We're
the
gonna
wise
be
one. So, I mean.
no wise one either. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's gonna be off the hook.
totally off the hook.
Yeah.
And if you see anything in chat from Malkier Talks, that's totally from Rob. He's definitely in the chat right now writing those messages. Yes. 100% him.
Did you know it's his birthday?
Yes.
I did not know that. How did you know that, Dash?
I don't know. Just heard it somewhere.
Speaking of Dash, Dash is our brave guest tonight.
Yay!
Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, running battle. So, yeah, how's your week been, Dash? How you doing?
I'm doing great. My week's been good. We had a bit of a snowstorm here, like a lot of other people, and that made things fun for a few days. But today was really nice out and lifted my spirits here. And I was so excited that my day just kind of went by, and I just couldn't wait to get here and get ready.
We had One Shelly, based off of her training with the sea folks, do some weather magic to give you a nice day.
Thank you.
Because, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm definitely a summer baby. As soon as it's sunny out, I'm out there.
You can come to my part of the Threefold Land anytime. There's plenty of summer here for you. Plenty.
Right.
Too much. Way too much summer.
Love it, Noman Garden. Lifted my spirits. Well done.
Oh my God.
Nice.
I love
starting
that
early
so
with those,
much.
okay?
See, we don't need the Wetlanders Tam jokes. We have chat to make jokes like that.
Best
You know
chat
what we
in the
haven't-
whole Threefold Land.
I meant to post this in our chat. Like, we haven't done Aiel jokes in a while.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. Isn't every week an Aiel joke here?
I know, but like there was a Twitter thing for a little bit while we were doing like Aiel jokes, and then people were posting Aiel jokes. And yeah.
We
It's a
could
good
totally
idea.
do that again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after we get out after all this March Madness stuff.
Totally.
I don't know, but
many
I
things
have a
going on in
secret
March.
plan for that. We can talk about that when we get to there.
A secret plan for March Madness?
Well, the Twitter of Time version of March Madness.
Gotcha.
There's so many
just to
brackets going on.
Yeah,
Totally.
bracket time.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that later. But before we continue, I just want to make sure everybody knows that Dash is a first-time reader, and he has finished recently The Lord of Chaos. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So no spoilers past Lord of Chaos tonight, folks, but anything up through book 6 is
But
fine.
I am okay with spoilers. I didn't want to hide anything when I joined the Twitter of Time stuff. There's stuff that is probably spoiled that I didn't even know was spoiled yet.
Oh yeah, that must be really interesting to like know all the inside jokes but don't know why they're funny to us. Is it like that for you? You're like, oh yeah, that's funny because Twitter of Time thinks it's funny, but you don't have a book context for why it's funny.
And then when I reached that part in the book, I was like, oh, okay. I see.
That's going to be a fun
that
experience.
Reference now.
Yeah.
That must be such a bizarre and interesting way to experience the books. I wish. Maybe I should join another
It's
fandom
kind of
so I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of that experience with
the reverse reveals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had that with Cosmere a little bit with Stormlight Archive. I had seen some things and I sort of picked up on it as I read. But well, we'll not go out of our way to spoil it for you. But if they happen to slip,
everyone dies.
I knew
Game of Thrones style. That's where George R. Martin got it from. He saw
Thanks for preparing me.
Jordan was going with the books, and he was like, I don't know if I can do it quite as well as you, but I'm gonna see if I can. I'm just gonna throw the incest stuff in there just to like try to top you.
Make it look different, like I didn't copy you word for word, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and that's how Game of Thrones evolved.
Yeah.
So, and like also no magic system, but okay, cool.
Totally.
I love those books so much, in case you can't tell.
Shall we do a little Daily Veil?
Yeah, let's cleanse our
let's
palate.
do it.
Let's cleanse our palate.
All right, sounds good.
Brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spheres with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
I still really want to get like a buckler, so when I hear that, I can like rattle a buckler when I hear that intro.
All right, I'm gonna attempt
Where's
to
your
play the
frying
music.
pan?
It's dirty. You don't want it. I haven't had that in a while. I need it. You guys start. I'm gonna go clean my frying pan.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Be right back.
Let us know how the music sounds. If it's too loud or not. Hopefully not. All right.
I think it sounds good, but I think it's different when
it's different for people listening. Yeah. So let us know. And in the meantime, we could go on to our first thing, which is, well, there's not a whole lot of news, but we had some fun little things come up throughout the week. Kev says it's good volume. Excellent. Great. So the first thing, actually, Roof Mistress Leigh-A found this, which is that on Goodreads, there's a giveaway happening right now for the Eye of the World graphic novel, Volume 1.
Wow.
How'd you come across that, Leigh-A?
That's so cool.
Honestly, from the Black Tower podcast channel. Their
they
Discord
found
channel.
it?
Yeah, so Josh from the Black Tower posted it in their common room, and I immediately went in and signed up for it and got really excited because Mel, you were saying backstage it's really hard to get.
Yeah,
the
they
graphic
are
novels.
Incredibly hard to find. Yeah.
And So
That's
they
really
said they're
cool.
giving 50 away.
So it says release date April 25th, 2023. Does that mean they're re-releasing it?
I'm not sure.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I did so we had about half of the graphic novels in hardcover form, and I went on this epic quest, and it took me about 3 years to find the whole collection to get every book in that collection, and because I wanted the hardcover versions, not the paperback versions, and I didn't want to pay like $300 for every book, because that's like how much some people were charging for them, and it took me a long time. And the only way I was able to do it was by like keeping an eye on eBay for like typos where people put it in like the wrong category or things like that. Instead of putting it in the graphic novel category, they just called it The Eye of the World. They didn't call it the graphic novel, but from the pictures, it was a graphic novel. Like things like that was the only way I was able to even finish the collection. But I did finally, and now I have them all. It took a while.
So Honest did confirm in chat that they are re-releasing them. Thank you, Honest, for knowing everything. You're the best. We appreciate it.
Yay!
Ramen rattle for Honest.
Do you think that there's any correlation between that release date and possibly a trailer?
Ooh, good question. And no.
Kevin in chat says that, and Kevin's the tweeter of chaos. So April 24th or 25th, the day after Rob's birthday.
Oh,
they're doing it for Rob's birthday. I mean, all of this is making sense now.
Totally. All right.
And also, it's right after JordanCon, so.
Totally.
Oh.
Happy birthday to me.
I hope Amazon's not dicks this year, because they did a really good release last year at JordanCon. So they announced Ayula and a couple other cast members, and had a great video for us. So
that was a really great video.
Yeah,
totally.
I really liked it. I was very excited. So what do you think, Dash? Do you have you any interest in reading the graphic novels?
Yeah, I'll definitely look into buying those copies as well.
Sweet.
Because you don't have a lot of other Wheel of Time material to consume for the first time. Not a lot.
Definitely take a break and go back to book one.
It's never too early to start a reread. You know, like there were people who reread the books before every book was released. So I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you could do that as you read along.
Yeah.
Read a new book.
I actually
and
read
then
each
reread
book
all
a
of the
couple of
previous
times.
books.
Yes.
You do that?
I like to I like to reread the books a couple of times, because I know the first time through that I'll miss a few things.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know
Next
if you're being sarcastic
on
or
the
not,
agenda.
but yes.
We have some news from Ayula Smart that the play she was in London, Paradise Now, was nominated for an Olivier Award for, if I could find the other website I have here, Affiliate Theater, Unusual Rigging Award for Outstanding Achievement in Affiliate Theater. So yay.
Unusual Rigging Award?
Yeah, I don't know what that
I don't know what that means.
So in the theater, rigging usually applies to any sort of set piece or like hanging situation where there's like interesting like aerial set work or very tall set work where you have to hire a rigger, which is a specially trained technician who gets up really high and does stuff with battens and counterweighting and all sorts of stuff to secure the set so it's safe for performers to be on. So I don't know if that is what this is about, but that's usually what a rigger is in theater
There
world.
wasn't anything like that in the show. Maybe it's just like the name of the award, but it's just about something else. I don't know. If anybody in chat knows anything about the Olivier Awards, let us know. Or if you're watching this later, leave us a comment and tell us what you know.
Cool. What else we got?
All right. So we also got a tweet from Michael Livingston this week talking about another award, or a potential award maybe, that would be for, of course, Origins of the Wheel of Time. And he let us know that he is eligible to be nominated for a Hugo Award. And I looked up a little bit about what this award is for best related work. So I didn't add that to the stream. There we go. Here we go. There's Michael's tweet. So he says, "Howdy, Hugo voters and folks watching Hugo eligibility. My book, Origins of the Wheel of Time, is eligible for best related work." So that's, something I'd like to know,
Hashtag, how do we become a Hugo voter?
Yeah, right? That's what I was wondering. Like, is there a way to, like, make a campaign and can we, like, target or threaten to stab people?
Maybe that's
Can we
the
start a
situation.
lynch mob and just head on down to the offices?
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm only afraid of ropes. I'm only a fan of ropes in very specific situations, Dash. Not,
concur
not
with
that
that. I
one.
concur with
Not
that,
that
Gotcha.
one. Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah, so what it sounds like is he's like kind of looking to encourage Hugo voters to nominate his book, is what this is about, right?
yes.
In his,
So if you have the power to do that, please do that.
Yeah.
in his,
Glenn
the
says
people-
we can become a member. Glenn,
How do we do that?
make that known in the chat.
Yeah, give
How
us
do
the
we do
info.
that?
Because if all of us hardcore Wheel of Time fans became Hugo Award peoples, we would totally make this happen.
Well, like,
yeah.
before I knew that we could become Hugo Award voters, I was going to say, like, Livingston's his Twitter has a wide variety of things. Like, he was posting about an award that anyways, he posts a lot of very smart people stuff. So I was going to try to put into
smart
words.
people.
Yeah. I was going
Yes,
to try
he
to
is.
like explain this thing, but then I realized I only read the tweet once and then I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm just not even going to try. It was some sort of scholarship thing, and he knew the person who the scholarship was named after, and blah 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 blah. But anyways, that's a lot of what his tweets are about sometimes. So next, that was just incoherent babbling.
You're doing great, Leigh-A. We love it.
Thanks.
I'm really excited to see him down at JordanCon.
Totally.
Yeah. Especially since we've met him and chatted with him and met his puppy.
Sir Ferdinand.
Oh, that dog is just so cute.
Adorable. And just screen perfect.
Yes.
Like, knows exactly all the angles to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some are just built for cameras.
Yeah. And Sir Ferdinand is one of them.
Yes, he's
And
extremely photogenic.
Said my maps were really nice.
You do have nice maps.
I really.
I like all of the nice things
I have best
that I can
compliment of my
trace related to you, Leigh-A.
life.
Right. So this week marked day 365 of Default Rand asking the Wheel of Time to announce the season
Today
2
is
release date.
366.
Much
366.
G!
Much G, Default Rand. We love you so much for doing that. And you kept going. You're right, Leigh-A. He put 366 today.
366 bitches.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. It's
So-
Part of me wants to see it end, and part of me wants to see how high he can go.
Yes. Right.
someone, and forgive me, I forget who posted this, but they said the longer it is between seasons, the longer we all have together. And that just kind of like melted my frozen Chido heart. It was the sweetest thing. Sweetest way to like look at the longing in a way of like, it just gives us all reason to be together for longer, which is really pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Well, because there's not new books coming out. So, yeah. Well, and also it gives them a lot more time to do what they need to do. So,
yeah, I love this idea that like the longer post production they have, the better everything gets to look, right? They get to like really
For sure.
execute on the vision of the show instead of having to rush it through for crazy times. Geeky Airy today maybe posted like her breakdown of like the amount of time between wrap to release, and season 1 for Wheel of Time was actually incredibly short from wrap to release compared to some of the other maybe not quite as
because they'd
graphics
also
intensive shows.
had done, I feel like they'd done a lot of stuff over COVID, like the behind the scenes. So I felt like they worked out a lot of the details, and they were able to just like go and execute once they finished the final shootings.
Yeah, but still, like you ended up with some of the CGI, especially in episode 8, seemed incomplete or rushed or not as much of a high quality as what the consistency was off, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, and that was one of the last
the care and feeding of.
Yeah,
of-
well, and that was
of
one of the
making
last scenes shot post COVID.
Yeah.
So, because they didn't have. Anyways, that's for a future episode. We'll go behind. We'll talk about all the behind the scenes stuff, and we'll go into that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a great thing to say, Leigh-A. Like, if you are working on the Wheel of Time in any sort of like interesting behind the scene capacity, are you a prop maker? Are you a costumer? Are you a stunt coordinator? Are you a pyrotechnic person? We'd love to like come and learn about what that is.
We would
like what
prefer
that
to
job
talk
is.
to
We'd love to
you
talk to you and learn
over
from
the
you.
actors.
I think we'd
everyone
love
talks
to
to
talk
actors.
to all of them, but like
We
I think
would.
that's really interesting part of filmmaking, and
100%.
hearing from Wheel of Time people would be really fantastic about that. So if you watch the show, because I know you do, like come on.
Yeah.
We'd love to chat.
Especially if your name is Magdalena Sitova. We would very much love to chat with you.
Not to be particularly specific,
Yeah,
but
just-
also if your name starts with any letter before M or after M is also okay.
I can't believe that
all
she
right.
is mostly just a stunt person, because Blood Snow, I think, is one of the best scenes in television history, and it
Yeah.
was due to her performance for me. It was her
Absolutely.
performance, and then the
100.
camera work, and then the editing, and like then the stunts. Like it just
Mhm.
blew my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just
I-
want to hear the spear right there.
I don't think there's I mean, clearly I'm biased, but like I keep watching cold opens in other shows, waiting for a cold open like that to blow me away the way that one did, and I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen a cold open I enjoy better than that. Amazing. Like I feel like if there was a cold open Emmy, like they should have gotten for that
So,
episode.
I was going to save this question for the Fear of the Spear part, but was the show the first time that you experienced Wheel of Time? So was that a first time, like that, the Blood Snow, like was that your first time experiencing it? Or had you
That
already
was my
started
first
reading?
time experiencing Blood Snow, but I did start reading like a year earlier, or a year and a half.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard about
Okay.
Blood
So
Snow.
had you
and I was
gotten-
so
so-
excited.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I get what Leigh-A was trying to ask. Like, did you know what that was when you saw it in the show?
I did, mostly due to watching the clips being broken down online, due to like
Yeah.
Matt breaking down at the Dusty Wheel and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I knew that we were going to get the scene. I knew I would recognize it when I saw it. And I was very highly anticipating it. And yeah, it didn't disappoint.
Awesome.
Cool.
Do we have any other news?
I think that's it for news. There really wasn't a
Ah.
whole lot this week. So I'm going to stop this music and go to our more soothing music. And then, as I think it was Dash, you mentioned there have been a lot of brackets happening. And so we wanted
Yeah.
there was a new bracket that started this week that we wanted to chat a little bit about. And that was the Grinwell Cup.
Yes.
Yes, so exciting. So thank you to Wheel Takes from Allie and Gus for doing this for us every year. It's so amazing. Yes.
You know what? Should we start this segment off with something that nobody in chat has mentioned, by the way?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I think we should.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse
Preempt
the
the palate.
Absolutely.
Bring
All
the palate to us.
Butt rock.
Who needs the innkeeper when you have Leigh-A?
Yay, Leigh!
Butt rock.
Yeah. That's really good. I love that it gives me time to appreciate all the curves. It's good. Yeah.
Yes.
That was nice. That was nice.
That is a really great idea to segue into the Grinwell Cup.
It sure is.
Oh, Jesus. Cav just said butt rock Leigh-A mix.
Oh, it's coming, Leigh-A. You can't escape it now.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I at least
I
say
love
it in a different voice? Like,
Can I
not
let you guys?
imitating?
Can I let you guys in on my super top secret hotness category strategy?
Well, should we explain Grenwell's Cup first?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Or yes. Fine. Go ahead.
So, Grenwell's Cup.
I love you guys.
Done by every year for the past 3-4 years. This is the 4th year.
I think this is the 3rd year. I think.
3rd year.
Yes.
By Allie and Gus. So Allie's a first-time reader.
Mhm.
But they've taken advantage of the madness that is American March Madness, which is basketball college season playoffs. And so they've done brackets. There are 16 entering brackets that go down to 2 of 4 votes per bracket. And then eventually they start narrowing them down.
Don't worry about specifics. That's
Anyways.
them.
But the important thing is it's book characters, and it's who you think the hottest book characters are. And you're right. It's only been, this is the 3rd year because the past 2 winners are Nynaeve and Avienda.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is all based on your book version. And I love their tweet. It was like, don't be creepy about actors.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever your book version of the sexiest, and your definition of sexy can be a lot. And so I think this is where we might switch it over to Mel.
Thank you.
Yes.
It took me a little while to figure out
smooth.
which way I was pointing.
That was smooth. Yes. So my super secret, not at all secret because I'm telling all the foldy strategy, is that this year's Essence of Hotness needs to be specifically the character that could be the most stabby while under the influence of Usquai. And that defines their hotness. And that makes it so that Melindhra could win. So anyway, that's okay, not a secret. Yeah, you can vote for them with that in mind. That does necessarily mean that if you vote accurately, you might not necessarily be going with like the most popular characters. So
Dasha'man, what do you think about this tactic?
Keep it in mind.
I like it. Because your view really changes during Usquai, and things become a lot more clearer, I think.
Yeah, and there's something about having built up the inner strength to be able to imbibe Usquai and yet still be an effective, stabby person. In whatever way you want to define stabby, and you know we define that a lot of different ways. So that is particularly hot.
Yeah. I can appreciate that. And honestly, having some sort of criteria like that, not gonna lie, makes some of these choices easier because there's only been 2, I think, so far.
Yeah, 2 thus far. And it's been difficult, right? Unless you define what hotness means to you. So I'm proposing that collectively as Foldies, that is our this year definition of hotness.
Chat, let us know what you define hotness as.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know today was oh God. What was it? Do we have
March
today?
2nd?
We do have today's. But I was going to start with yesterday's first.
Okay,
so let's start with yesterday's poll first.
Because yesterday's officially closed, right?
What?
Yesterday, it's officially closed, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday's officially closed. This is
Complete.
yesterday's. It was, is that a Terangriel or an Ongriel in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? And we had Elaine, Logain, Alana, and Semiraj. And Elaine was the winner.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you all vote for?
I voted for Logain. I'm not going to lie, especially after...
After something.
Are you okay?
No, I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah. So it happened in Lord of Chaos. So the thing that happened to Logain in Lord of Chaos, and like Dasha'man, correct me if I'm wrong, that happened to him was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Battle his glory.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of whatever. Anyways. Yeah, especially I'm just gonna stop.
You find him hot. We got it. Okay. Melindhra,
Logain is hot.
He's hot. Melindhra, who did you vote for?
I voted for Logain because of the criteria, right? Out of all of those choices, I feel like Logain would be able to handle his stabs while Usquai up the most.
Love it. Dash, who did
Someone
you vote
was
for?
arguing with me about Semiraj maybe doing better at that, and I disagree because I think Semiraj would want to be like...
Semiraj would never stab. She would never stab.
No, but I think she would want to be fully lucid and not under the influence of anything while she were stabbing.
Also that.
In negative ways. Because she's like...
On us, I agree.
A purist. Yeah. I don't know. She wouldn't do that and do that. But whatever. What do you think, Dash?
I voted for Elaine. I just figured that given some Usquai and maybe any reason that she was unable to use the one power, that she would still find a way to, I guess, stab somebody and make her point come across.
Raffo.
Stop it, Leigh-A.
Did I just stumble upon a prediction?
I'm telling him to Raffo because, Raffo.
Did I stumble upon a spoiler?
No, it's not a spoiler.
We're not going to tell you because that would be spoiled.
That's right. You'll just have to figure it out.
right.
How about you,
Sounds
Bain&Chiad?
good.
Who'd you vote for?
So I'm a little bit of like a hot mess all over the place with this. I didn't see your thing, Mel, about your criteria. So with the first round, I voted for Alana. One, because I'm extremely biased about show Alana, even though I know it's supposed to be about the books. But two, because I feel like she's just like she is like has that moodiness. Like before she does the thing that's really bad and we don't like her for. My headcanon of her is that she's gorgeous and angry, and I just like that. I like a gorgeous, angry woman. I don't know. So I voted for her. I knew she wouldn't win anyway.
Because that happens
Yes.
in Lord of Chaos. So.
Gotcha.
Luckily, I just finished listening to that. So
yes,
I mostly
that's right.
can remember.
By the way, Leigh-A, you are flying through those books. You said
So
you were listening at like 1.5 or something like that?
1.5, yeah.
Wow. That's too fast. That's too fast for me. I can do
That's-
1.25, but I can't do 1.5.
I've been working up to it. But new books, I can't listen to that. So it's mostly that I've already listened, like read/listened to these so many times. So it's just worth passing over. Also, I speak very quickly and I digest things very quickly. So when actually in the post credits of the books, there's the interviews that happen, at least for the first couple of books. And those are at normal people speak. So at 1.5, they're like, if I want to listen to those, I have to slow it down because those go too quickly. But audiobooks, and Mel, you probably could explain why. Like they speak slowly, they dictate a lot. And so like it's easy for me to speed them up. And it's almost for me like normal speak speed, if that makes any sense.
I hear you. I have a colleague like that who's just like standard speed is like twice as fast as everyone else.
I'm not twice as fast. I'm only 1.5.
No, but I mean like that's how like she communicates, and she communicates like that. And and I'm constantly like, okay, stop and repeat what you just said one more time for me because I did not catch it. But she's very like gracious about that. But she just like she just moves at a mile a minute. It's very impressive.
It is impressive. Before we talk about today's round of the Grinwell Cup, I think we should say goodbye to Twitter. We've given Twitter an extra long time today. Yes, so
love you, Twitter. Bye bye.
If you want to hear us talk about the second round of Grinwell Cup, you're going to have to come over to YouTube and chat with us there. And like and subscribe before you watch the video. Bye.
And hit that notification bell.
Yes. All
What's
of the
a
things.
Notification?
It's on YouTube. You can get notifications that someone's posted a video or is starting a live stream. So if you're subscribed to their channel and you hit the nofication, it will give you a little, hey, Grinwell Talk is starting or whatever. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Okay, so today Grinwell Cup is not over yet. Yeah, it's got some time left. Looks like Lan is probably going to win this one. And this is Sheath the Sword. Which of the following characters has the greatest essence of hotness? Rand, Tam, Lan, and Demon Dread.
I really appreciate the Sheath the Sword title, even though it's about swords. But this brought up the fact that people were very upset that we have skewed the answers here. Because of our obsession with Laniel Henny.
Yep.
I don't know what people are talking about.
I say no to butt rock. This might be the one time I say no to butt rock because this is not what we're talking about.
I know, and it's supposed to be the books.
Correct. We're supposed to talk about the books. However,
Touche or tushy.
As was correctly answered by probably you, Bain&Chiad, under our Twitter account, butt rock is book canon, right?
Yeah, I did write that, didn't I?
You did. I knew that was you. Okay. So if people are saying that butt rock is exclusive to Lannual Henny, they would be incorrect because it exists.
Yes.
Well, and I definitely think, Daddy Tam. Give me. That's who I voted for.
I also
Same.
voted for Tam.
And
Yes!
this is
Virtual high five.
Yes, because of my criteria.
no, but this is before I
Okay.
found out about your criteria.
Yeah.
Honestly, so
Mhm.
let's first of all face it. Book Lan, never took a freaking drink. Like the warders were notoriously known for not drinking in the books.
Lame.
I know. Well, also, like, anyways, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter why. They just didn't. So, even though that happened in the show. That being said, who's going to, via Melindhra's criteria? Rand doesn't really drink a lot. Also, he's kind of a whiny bitch when he drinks, and he's definitely not stabbing.
No.
So Damodred is just going to also be a whiny bitch. When
Yes.
he's always a
Did
whiny
you see
bitch.
Drunk or
that
sober.
Rob voted for Demon Dread?
He did. I mean, that's a total Wetlander move.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
This is why he's not an IEL yet. Like, we just
Yeah.
won't accept him into. That's
Listen,
So-
we're not going to win every battle.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
It's true.
But you know what? Daddy Tam, and there's still time. I don't know, like how many people are on here. Go vote for Daddy Tam because he will drink with the best. He will stab with the best.
I
Drunk,
mean,
sober.
he brews apple brandy, right?
Uh-huh.
He's the most emotionally stable of the group.
100%.
So he's clearly drinking and yet doesn't lose his shit, remains in control, and then whips it out and stabs when he needs to. 100% hotness quotient, like over the top. I'm just saying.
Give me Daddy Tam any day.
So I voted for him. So I flip-flopped today. Instead of voting for like the angry and gorgeous person, I decided I wanted to vote for like the legitimately nicest one that would treat you the best. And I was going
Aw.
to continue to vote in that way of like the person who would be the most sweet and healthy and not toxic, and like, because you know that's easy. It's easy to pick those types of folks as the hot people or like the badass people, but I thought maybe hotness could be something else, you know, just like kind people or cuddly people.
Okay.
Actually, I've now changed my criteria to what Bain&Chiad just said.
No, don't. We have to do the stabby thing.
No.
No, but I actually really like that because, like, again, hotness is just, it really is in the eye of the beholder. And sometimes hot is just like, I'm on my period and I've got cramps and you brought me a hot cup of chocolate, like hot chocolate, and like that's all I needed. So, and you pulled the blanket up and put on whatever show I want to watch, and then you left the room because you know I don't want to talk to anyone. Like, sometimes that's really hot. That is really hot.
Yeah. That can be.
So,
Yeah. So I wanted to know from chat, like, what are your criteria that you're going with? Are you just going with straight who you think is hottest, or have you voted in previous years so you want to change it up this year? What is your criteria for a hot book character? But I also wanted to mention, one of my favorite things, regardless of the voting, one of my favorite things about the Grinwell Cup is the way they categorize people, like, and what they come up with as to like what they have in common. I think that's something I always look forward to. So
Yeah, that creativity of the exercise that they clearly go through beforehand must be so fun. I love that they
Totally.
do that together and come up with new things. And what's must be interesting, especially for Gus, is like how that changes every year and what new things he can add in that he couldn't talk about the year before. I love it. Super fun.
yeah, I didn't even think
So-
about that.
Mhm.
Dasha'man, what is your?
Yeah.
You voted in this. Did you vote in this last year?
No,
Did you-
not last year.
Okay.
This is my first year.
So this is your first time.
Yeah.
So as a
This
first
year,
time
or
voter,
this round.
thoughts? Yes.
Yes. Well, this round, I voted for Alan Pendragon. Sorry, Pendragon. And that's just because
Now we can butt rock. Now
I
we can
thought
butt
he
rock.
would probably.
Go ahead.
Because you thought what?
He's very well traveled. He has seen and been through so much that, and I always liked how like kind of stoic or humble that he can be, and I can kind of relate to that as the same kind of connection because I don't try to be the center of attention, and sometimes when people do that, it actually is not hot because they're trying too hard. And if we were to go by your criteria, Melindhra, he probably stabs the most out of everybody. He stabs
But
everything
not drunk.
everywhere he goes.
Not on his quiet.
Not
He
drunk.
does. There's a
except
lot
for
of
that.
stabbing.
That's
And
a caveat.
I have to agree with you. I was a little bit torn going by my criteria whether it would be Tam or Lan. But Tam put it over the top because of his emotional stability and because he brews his own brandy. So he clearly has to like taste the wares before he ships it off.
Yeah.
So he clearly has to have, you know, been exposed to that and still being and not being a completely like insane member of society, just totally off his noggins all the time for having endless supplies of apple brandy, which maybe I would be. I don't know.
So one last thing about the Grinwell Cup before we move on, that Mel found for us is the most. What did you call it, Mel? About this comment?
I don't even know what I said. The most like
Unintentionally
threefold talk comment of the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
so we
it's
have.
free.
Yes. Well, actually, it's the person who replied to Bree. But Bree
Oh, really?
says, yeah. So for context, Bree said, for everyone accusing Land fans of having show goggles, I'm sorry y'all forgot the most legendary line of Wheel of Time. I will hate the man you choose because he is not me and love him if he makes you smile. And then the Another Turning podcast replied, hot speeches don't make up for looking like a rock. Do you watch our show, Another Turning?
I mean, seriously, those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Yes. Yes, you can look like a rock and make hot speeches. And rocks can be hot,
Oh yeah.
especially butt rocks.
Mhm.
So yeah, thanks for finding that, Mel. And then before we get to Fear the Spear, we have a couple of threefold pets to share with you today. So thank you for people who are continuing to share their adorable pets with us. So from our Discord server, we have a new member of our Discord server, and they're also in chat tonight, which is exciting. So yeah, welcome to Ashikova. We see you there in chat, and
Yay!
you shared your beautiful cat Runa with us.
So, oh my gosh,
The
such
Discord
a
server.
Wow.
pretty little one.
So cute. And
That's like a Final Fantasy cat.
Right.
Wow.
So she said it's a Norwegian forest cat.
And a tree topper.
So adorable.
I just want to know if you had to brace your tree because your kitty was climbing in it, because I want to get a Christmas tree, but I know my cats are going to be complete terrorists. So I have questions and I need advice. So please send me your sage wise one wisdom on this topic.
Totally. Yes, Ashikova, help Leigh-A, please. We need your wisdom. Okay, and then we had from our dear friend Goat Brother, we had some cat yoga, I guess, happening here with his cat Daisy. He says he woke up from a pre-work power nap laying on my belly with Daisy on my back. So getting up turned into a bad-formed impromptu yoga session. Here is our interpretation of the downward-looking Goat Brother because of cat attack.
I feel like Daisy is admiring butt rock there, and good for Daisy for appreciating all of Goat Brother, for sure.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
also,
then
the fact that she stayed on that long.
totally.
Pretty good.
That is some
Epilogue
dedication.
to that, though, is this, which was posted in our server.
So good.
Thank you, Goat Brother. So cute.
More pets.
More pets. So if you want to have your pet featured on Threefold Talk, please use the hashtag #ThreefoldPets, and we will put your pet on the air. Because they're cute, and it makes us happy. All right, I almost called you your not Threefold Talk name. Dash, are you ready to fear the spear?
One sec.
Hey, you know what?
Love it, love it, love it.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, we're doing this differently. That's on me, isn't it?
We have scary music, don't we, for Fear the Spear?
Yeah.
I think we do. Oh, Fear the Spear music. Here we go. Okay. For some reason in StreamYard it says level 50, so I hope that's not the volume. So please tell us if this feels too loud.
Or the difficulty of questions?
Maybe that's what it is. We're getting level 50 tonight.
Turn it up to 11.
So
I
I
can't
can't really hear it.
Anything.
I'm gonna.
So, but also I hear things differently than the YouTubers.
I think
Okay, I can
what
hear it a little bit
matters
now.
is how intense our faces are.
Yes. Agreed. All right. So our first question is always the same.
Leigh-A.
So, Dash, what is your name, society, and clan?
Ooh. Dasha'man of the Black Tower in the North Van district.
Okay.
All
Well
right.
done. Well done.
All right. All right.
Mel, are you taking notes? It looks like you're taking notes.
No, I'm just fucking around with my spear.
Okay.
That's what she said.
All right. So, Leigh-A, you have your Dungeons and Dragons dice with you because we don't have the kissy wheel, but you can still make kissy noises if you want. So
you know I will.
what question are we asking next?
All
Roll
right.
it. Roll it.
Hold on. Number 4.
Number 4.
So stupid.
Mel, you want to take that one?
Dash, what notable person would you take Guy Shine?
This is a tough one because I still don't fully understand every rule about Guy Shine. Still learning about that. But
You're a Wetlander, so it's okay.
Well, that's a really
Yeah.
good reason for you to be here on this show every week.
I'll say Egwene.
Oh,
Hmm.
why Egwene?
She's very smart. She can help me out in a lot of situations that I fall short on.
I approve. I'm a big Egwene fan.
And she
Yeah.
studied with the wise ones, so she has, she would follow Jiito, and she would,
She's
honor her year and a day.
yeah.
All right, Leigh-A, we're ready for the next one.
Number 10.
Okay, what's number 10?
Number 10 is, who is the wisest wise one in your life?
Oh, I'll probably easily say my wife. She takes care of most things, and I just have to make sure she's taken care of in her way, and then she takes care of everything else. And then whenever there's something to do, she takes the lead on most things. And I just in there for the heavy lifting.
Sounds like a good partnership.
Yeah,
That you each have your strengths.
exactly.
That's
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
That's very sweet. I feel like you get points for choosing your wife.
Oh yeah, much
For
D right there.
Much
Yeah,
D.
most people choose their moms, even if they're married.
It's true. I think we have. Oops, sorry about my mic. We have. I need. To
I'm
get
the
a
one
mic stand.
drinking.
I know. I feel like we have had someone say their wife before, though. I can't remember who it was.
There's been
so, yeah.
a couple people.
Been
yeah.
a couple.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Leigh-A, you're next for your question. So, what question are you going to ask?
Number 2.
Alrighty.
Malkier talks. I'm glad you would choose Bain&Chiad. Who would you fan cast to portray your character on the Wheel of Time TV show?
So my character.
Also, explain your Twitter of Time handle first of all. So I'm gonna add a
Okay.
question on beforehand, and then
Okay.
explain who and why you would choose.
So I chose the name Dasha'man a long time ago because before I learned all the characters that I know now, I wanted to be someone that could use the power, and I don't think I was allowed to be an Eyes to Die. And I was talking with Watt Nerd Girl, aka Tad, aka Eagle Eyes to Die, about names, and she said you could be an Ashaman, and I love to use play on words, and it was really easy to just add the letter D and use my last name Dash and change it to Dasha'man. And they also used the one power, and just recently on the Lights Work with Bain&Chiad and Anas.
The lights work.
Anas just randomly said that if he was to think of me as a character, that he would choose Yahar Narishma. And at the time of the naming, I did not meet him, but shortly after I did. And I looked him up, and from what Anas said, I thought that fit me very well. And that's why that's my handle now.
Love it.
So who would you fan cast?
Who would I fan cast? That is a very tough one because I don't watch a lot of shows right now. I saw The Wheel of Time, and then I saw, say, Moon Knight, and I've missed a lot of shows in between. I'm just gonna go with Pedro Pascal, just cause.
I was totally gonna say, like, if you say Pedro Pascal,
If you
Bain&Chiad
answer-
would love you forever.
Any question you could answer with Pedro, and you automatically win Fear the Spirit.
Perfect. Like Narishma, like him with bells. Like, oh my gosh. I would
Just because we
would
need him on the show, don't we?
die.
That's true. We do need him on the show.
Oh my god,
We need him.
Oh my god,
Need
yes.
him.
He's not
Need him.
busy, right?
Wow. No, he doesn't have anything else to do. He can make time for Wheel of Time.
That's right.
He would. He would.
Especially with Narishma, which is just like this great full-bodied character, but just slightly in the background. Not one of the main characters. Like just like pop in, pop out around his entire other schedule of nothing.
So good.
Oh, Delusions wants Narishma to win the Grinwell Cup. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Delusions.
I will assess him by my criteria, and thanks for not pushing Melindhra as the winner of the Grinwell Cup Delusions. I don't hate you at all.
This is kind of heavy. Can I drop?
You can roll the die if you want, but we don't have any more. We only have special questions.
Oh,
left.
that's right.
Now,
Feel
special
free-
question
Oh,
time.
you know what? I'm rolling it.
Throw it.
And
Do
we
it
don't have
anyway.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? There's
Kevin.
some rules. Mel, do you want to take this one?
Yes. Dash, how does it feel to be the token Wetlander and the token Canadian tonight?
That's true. I never thought about that, eh? Stepping in for Shelly and Rob all at the same time. Wow.
You got big shoes to fill, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yes, I agree. No, it's been a lot of fun. I was really looking forward to this. Ever since, I want to say a couple months in, and I can't remember who right now, but you started having guests on. I thought, what would it be like to be a guest on one of these shows? Because I never watched podcasts until I got into the Twitter of time. And I thought, that'd be really fun. Like, I'm not one to usually call in or join in to a lot of things. But it's been a lot of fun and easy to get involved with this fandom. And I thought, it would be fun to join a show. And so when I was asked, I almost had a heart attack. So I thought that would never happen to me. I'm not that popular. I don't make a lot of waves. Like, who would want my opinion?
Well, you're just such a kind person on Twitter, and like honestly, I'm not there very frequently, but I know like when I rarely post things, like you almost always comment. Like you're very generous in your comments, and like I think you're underestimating.
Great. And you're an amazing supporter of the show. You've sent us like stuff. You sent us that tree butt thing. You've like,
Yes.
you're always thinking of us, and you're always in chat. And yeah, I mean,
All
wouldn't we
your,
wanna hear what you have to say.
Threefold pet pictures.
Oh my goodness. So great.
Yep.
Oh no.
Love your threefold pet. We're just gonna bypass that one.
It's
We're gonna
good.
bypass-
It's good. They're really good.
I could tell you why I sent that photo out of all the photos.
Okay, tell us.
Okay. So I'm not kidding you. That day, I cleaned out my photo album of like 100 photos of my cat. And then
How many do you have?
And
Just
then-
one. Just
one
cat?
cat, but
Yes,
100
yes.
photos? That ratio
And then I
seems
watched-
right.
Yeah. And then I watched the show and they're like, submit your photos. And I was literally like, crap. I just deleted them all. But I was sitting in my chair and Spencer was sleeping in between my knees, which he sometimes does. And I was like, well, I want to submit a photo right now. So I just took the photo.
So that was the right
submitted it.
choice.
Impulsive. I love
photo.
it. Yes.
Right choice.
And it's the only one that I had. And I was like, this might do. They'll have lots to choose from. And then Mel said, like, it's
I'm
the
so
Shadow
sorry.
Beast. I was like, no, it's not coming out of my body. He was just sitting there. I was like, okay, I can't
The
show my
Shadow
face.
Beast is just
Okay, I wish I had the picture to put on the screen right now, but I don't.
It's so good. Watch
watch that
the
episode.
episode.
it was like
Oh my
Go
god.
back.
2-3 weeks ago.
That-
2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That went 180 than what I thought it would be.
Honestly, I've had so many pictures like that with my cats just go completely wonky where I'm like, oh no, this looks totally fine. And like I'll be wearing a tank top or something and like take a picture in bed, but then it just looks like I'm not wearing anything because cats. And people are like, are you sure you want to be sending this like sexy picture around with you like not wearing? I was like, I'm wearing it. I'm in bed. Like it's not a sexy picture. So
the answer should always be yes, Leigh-A.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Here's me being sexy with my cats draped across me like they're fur coats.
Elegant. Very elegant.
Love it.
All right, Dash. So now that you have been on the show, what did you imagine backstage would be like before you actually experienced it? Was it different than you thought it would be?
No, it was great. It was fun. It was great to, introduce to all of you and share a few laughs. The only thing I thought maybe might happen is that we'd share like a shot or something just to break the ice.
That's a really good idea.
We should do that with our
We
guests.
definitely do that with everyone else, and we just forgot with you.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
darn. Maybe after the show then.
Yeah, good plan. Hang
Stick
around.
with the after show, by the way.
Yes, don't leave when we end the show. Okay, Leigh-A, the next question is for you to ask.
What are you most looking forward to at your first JordanCon?
To be honest, it's just to meet everyone and put a face to the screen name. You build up all these different images of like what people are like, what they look like, what they sound like, how they actually talk in person. And I've been a part of this fandom for, I can't remember, year and a half, 2 years. And I just want to like finally make that human connection. I want to actually sit down, talk with everyone, share a hug with someone, buy someone a coffee.
Love it.
Awesome.
That's
Okay,
a great
last
way to
one. Yes, I agree, and that is the best part for sure. You just finished Lord of Chaos, and so we wanted to know if you were there, would you have voluntarily participated in Do Might As Wells?
Sorry, Mel. Yes, if I had a duty to do, I would
In
do
what
my job.
capacity? Would you have been an Ashaman or would
As
you have
an-
been like
as
part
an
of
Ashaman.
parents?
As
You
an
wouldn't have been-
Ashaman,
You wouldn't have been
Okay,
straight
well,
up carnage.
I only
Parents
thought of
making
it as being
meatloaf.
an Ashaman. I only thought of myself as an Ashaman, but if I was part of Perrin's crew or Matt's crew or whatever, like I would just, I would like to be part of the strategy and not the carnage. But if I had to be, I would.
All right, so you'd prefer to be part of Perrin's crew, who has like been there from the beginning, and the Ashaman just show up kind of at the last minute. They kind of do save the day, which is amazing. They really just break the tide at the entire battle. But Perrin and his group are there from the beginning, and they show up and they're like, "Well, this is not what we were thinking about." So he and Hurrah and I can't remember the guy from the Manors, but they and Dobrain, they're like, all right, good, figure this fuck out. Wise ones, do you mind? Because you see that, and the wise one's like, okay, fine, we'll channel a little bit. But yeah, and then they get down, get dirty, and get gritty,
Yeah.
and don't
My fighting
obliterate
style is
people.
defense first.
Like, yeah, they don't atomize people.
Defense first. Is that what you're saying?
My fighting style is defense first, but push me hard enough and I'll push harder back. So we'll see.
So you like to go hard.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for fearing the spear with us, Dash. If you
Did I pass?
feel like, well, let's ask chat. Chat, if you feel like Dash passed Fear the Spear, put something.
What are you doing?
Put something stabby in the chat.
Like a step.
And while you're at it, stab that like button.
Also,
Oh,
Red
there
flag.
we go. There
Yeah.
we go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner right there.
and also start a GoFundMe for me to get a mic stand. Thank you. Please and thank you. Yes.
Hashtag, yeah, one of those ones that like attach and hang down from the
All
ceiling.
right. So Mary Frenzy gave you 4 daggers in chat, and you said Pedro Pascal. So I'm gonna say you passed. So that's my vote is
Thank
for
you,
pass.
Mary. I think Mary had a funny comment on my threefold pets photo as well. It was like nice void or something.
Nice. Mary is hilarious.
Shadow monster. That's
She
what I'm
is.
saying. Ooh, look at you.
Lots of stabbies. Wow. Nice.
Aw.
Gosh, you have
Thank
one
you,
over
everybody.
the foldies. Well done.
So many
Thank you.
stabs.
It's just a screen full of stabbies.
I bet you've never wanted to be stabbed so hard in your life.
No, this is the first. I'm opening my eyes to a new world here.
Yeah, I mean, Wetlanders learn new things when they come to the IL world.
That's right.
Exactly. Just had to crawl over the spine there.
Well, I think we need to cool down after that. So let's go with it.
Nice little cleansing right there.
I'm not
Totally.
cooler.
Butt rock. Butt rock.
Hmm.
Man.
I'm just gonna leave that for an hour.
Oh my gosh, we should have done that. This is our
Like that-
last night with power over StreamYard. We should have just done an hour and a half of butt rock.
We could just
That's
end
how we
the
could-
stream and go into Discord chat and just leave it up for like half an hour.
We could do that.
Let's see how long we could leave that up before Rob just takes over and gets rid of it.
Yeah, what time does he wake up in the morning, Bain&Chiad?
So he's picking up the wise one at the airport at 7:30. So
That's
Ooh.
probably
right.
waking up.
We have a long time.
Yeah, it will be still a few hours, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
could be longer. Yes, Mary Frenzy, could be longer. I kind of want to play our game. Do you want to play our game?
Yes,
always
let's
wanna
play.
Should we play our game? Okay.
Dasha'man, are you ready for this? Another game.
Yep. You bet. You betcha.
Okay.
Sweet.
So this is a game you all are very familiar with. It is Bed, Balefire, or Bridal Wreath. So I'm going to put 3 names on the screen, and you get to decide who you want to marry with the laying of the bridal wreath, who you want to stab or balefire or any other form of murder that you wish, and who you just want to take into your tent for a night of a different type of stabbing. So I think we should let our guest go first. for this first
Absolutely.
one. Okay. All right. So first we have some Shinarans. We have Agilmar, Amalisa, and Uno.
Hmm. So, what are the 3 options again? Bridal Wreath, Balefire. What's the third one?
Or bed.
Bed.
Or Bed. Probably have to Bridal Wreath Agilmar. Got all the power already. Probably Bed Amalisa. I'm sorry, Uno. I have to Balefire you.
Oh man.
Leaves me no choice.
Ooh.
I like Uno, but doesn't fit in my plans.
Good thing Rob's not here.
Exactly. Take advantage of that opportunity.
I mean, and if
Rob's
Guy
not gonna watch
Roberts
this,
in the
right?
chat, we apologize, Guy Roberts.
He's been here the whole time. Have you not seen him
Yes,
in the
Rob
chat?
has been chatting
I haven't been paying attention to the
Sharing-
chat. Is he?
very honest things in chat the whole time.
Honest.
Things
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
that very
Clearly.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah. Everything he said is true.
I did see him in the beginning.
I apologize on behalf of our guest.
All right. Mel, you want to weigh in on this one?
Okay, so I'm not judging yours. That's your choice. Everybody has their own kinks. And speaking of kinks, I think betting a guy with no depth perception would be like really hilarious. So I'm gonna go with Uno for bed. And I'm gonna, between
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Amelisa and Agomar, if I were gonna bridal wreath one of them, I think it would be Agomar, because Amelisa folded too quickly when she was approached by other particular friends of mine, and she didn't stand up to her, so she doesn't have the moral, what's the word? What's the cojones to be able to survive a bridal wreath with Mel. So Agomar is my hubby of choice.
Takes a strong woman to bridal wreath with Mel.
Indeed.
Okay. Leigh-A, do you have a different opinion on this one?
I agree with Mel. So Agomar, he is proficient in poetry. I think he'd be a very, not just a tender lover, but a great constant companion. Uno, I definitely want to see what that dude does in the bed. So book Uno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a little bit of BDSM in there. So
I think I like this take from Kev.
But you're the one with the riding crop.
it doesn't mean that I'm the one using it all the time.
I agree with that, Kev. Spending an extended period of time, it would be Uno. Yeah. I don't know, what's wrong with naughty novels, though?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he's saying the naughty novels are bad or he wants to kink with Amelisa because she's into the
okay, that makes
sense. Did you see
okay.
Rob said something there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did Rob say? I missed
glad
it.
that Rob is there for him in his time of need.
Oh,
yeah.
Good job, Rob.
See, I'm just trying to bring them closer together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all here very supportive of that friendship. So anyways, but Uno, I definitely think, especially with some of his special training, might be a good time ride a couple of times.
He's a
I don't want to marry him.
He miscues.
Yeah, but I don't want to marry him because that's just too much emotional drama. He's been way too emotionally closed off. So, yeah. I don't want to deal with that on a long term. But he could be my side piece for the entire time.
Gotcha.
We go have fun, hang out.
My drink is empty.
And then I get Agomar to go home to.
Yeah.
Bain&Chiad, what do you think?
I was going to bet Uno for the same reasons as you, Leigh-A. I was going to bridal wreath Amelisa just because I think it would be great to have a wife. I don't know. I just want a wife. And then Agomar in the show, I don't like show Agomar. So that's why I want to balefire him. But book Agomar, yeah, I can see the appeal for the poetry there. The storytelling and all of that. So that was my choice.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we have Andorran royalty. We have Tigraine, Elaine, and Morgaze. Dash, what do you think?
That is tough. That is so tough.
No pressure.
Well, I think I better bridal wreath Tigraine, or else I'll get my ass kicked.
You can honestly say something different besides that.
I mean, Tigraine. This is pre-Aiel Tigraine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Not Shail. Tigraine.
Not Shail. Tigraine.
Mm-hmm.
would still bridal wraith Tigraine and hopefully show her a better future than what she ran from. I guess I would bed Elaine and unfortunately balefire Morgaze. Elaine, yeah. Elaine, I think, would be just great energy to be around, especially when you like need a little pick-me-up or just need to like get away from the stresses of life. Morgaze always seems to be under the pressure, always in charge of everything. Yeah, so unfortunately I'd have to balefire her.
All right, Mel.
Okay. So I think I would need to bed Elaine because I'm really good at training people in the tent, the ways of the tent, and she needs a little schooling, and I appreciate being able to like take someone's novice skill set and help it grow. So I think she would need to be bedded. I would then I think I would want to marry Morgaze because she's experienced, she's strong-willed, and maybe she could convince me that some of the choices in my life maybe should be rethought. And she's probably the only one of the three who could help me actually strategize how to do that. And then Tigraine only would get balefired because so much toe. Just the toest of the toest. Toe. For leaving your family.
Did you say toast or toast?
Yes.
Where did that come from? Did you just have that ready to like make that joke?
Have you been holding toast this whole show?
Oh my god. If we had asked you what was in your cat and sore pockets, would you have said toast?
I would have said toe.
Mel, did you literally just like put your feet up on the wall?
Dash just won every. I agree.
Dash just broke us.
I'm broken.
Dash
I'm
broke all
100%.
of us.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
god.
What the fuck?
Okay, all future guests, just so you know, if you don't bring props, then like, what are you even doing here? You have to bring a prop.
Fuck the fuck off.
Come prepared.
We've got trouser moose and now we've got toast.
Rum and rattle for the toast. Well done.
Mel, did you finish answering? I
I finished when he brought toast out.
You finished. Okay. Leigh-A, do you have an opinion on this one?
So I do. So obviously all very strong women, which I would love all of them to be my partners, but Morgaze has to be the person that I lay this bridal wreath down. I want to be her hand of the spear or whatever the IL version is. And she's just this like very mature, confident woman. And like, and I don't mean mature in age. I mean like she is just like, she's got enough experience. Like she knows who she is. She's been through how many husbands, how many lovers, and like knows who she is. She's ruled for forever. Like, and she is just a badass fucking bitch. And I love the fucking shit out of Morgaze. And then it came down to who I was going to balefire. And at first I was like Elaine, because Elaine can be a little whiny sometimes. But also, I think she would also, because she's kind of new at this, she might be a fun new lover. Like, just to like see what happens. And also, I think Tigraine is probably... Honestly, before she becomes Jael, I think she becomes a little bit stuck. Like, she's kind of stuck up and, like, it'd kind of be like, all right, fine, let's get this over with. So she wouldn't be really good, like, just in bed for the fucking. So, that's my hot take.
Love it.
I feel
Bain&Chiad.
like I just wanted to say that I think I have more to learn about more gays, so my answers could change at a later date.
Ooh,
True.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I like that you're leaving yourself open to new experiences.
Yeah. Definitely.
Bain&Chiad.
Gotta keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Of course, always.
I think I'm going to marry more gays. I'm going to bed Tigraine, and I'm going to balefire Elaine. Those are my choices.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
not going to explain it. You're just like going for it.
That's just how it is.
Okay. Okay.
I think we should do one more before we wrap up. What do we? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Actually, no. I'm going to do this one. Questionable leaders: Massima, Elida, and Ishamael.
Love it.
What is the question, really? Oh, yeah, sorry. BBB. I was like, who's going to be the best leader? No. Let's go with Bed Ishi, because he's got all the experience in the world, literally. Bridal Wreath Elida, I guess. And Balefire Massima, because I just find him so annoying.
Fair.
So I'm going to break the rules a little bit. I don't want to marry any of them. So I'm going to bet Elida. I'm going to bet Elida and Ish. I'm not completely breaking them. I'm going to bet Elida and Ishamael. Because,
Both of them together?
At the same
actually,
time.
that might be really fucking interesting. Yeah, sure. Yes, we're going to go with that.
Okay.
There's going to be some interesting control dynamics there. And then I'm just going to be like, you know what, bitches, look. This is the way we're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Massima just needs to like get fucking balefired so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the chats that you're putting on screen, Mel. Thanks for managing that while we're playing this game. This is some good chats.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're from the private chat, but I thought they were really they were, it seemed like the kind of thing that we should share because they're just so lovely and beautiful. Anyway, I mean, who are your picks here for this?
Who do I pick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Oh God, this is so hard. I came up with this. I really don't want anything to do with Elida. I really don't. So I feel like I have to balefire her, and I definitely don't want to be with Massima forever. So I think I'll just do a one night stand with him and just like, I don't know,
Oh God,
deal with it. Deal with it. Maybe I don't know. He's the prophet, so he has issues. Maybe he's like I don't know. It's like
so maybe you
he
could
can
like
be crazy in bed.
mentally
I don't know.
say pre-prophet Massima. and
That
then
would be
maybe-
better. That would be ideal, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He doesn't like to bathe, which is tragedy.
I know, but and then I guess I'll marry Ishi because might not last that long anyway. with
But
him
at least
around.
he's clean.
True. Yeah. I mean, he
He'd be like,
takes good
I'm
care-
about to go.
He's got
try
the
to take
knee-high
over-
boots.
I'm about to go take over the world, babe. But you know, I smell good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mary is she. At least he's educated and interesting. Yes, I agree, Kev. I agree.
Mel.
Yeah.
Isn't this the worst one?
Okay, so clearly I have potentially a different set of conditions I have to go by here. And under contract, if I were going to balefire someone, I would have to balefire Ishi, because that's what he wants, y'all. It's his whole goal. So
You're
I
so
have to
caring.
balefire him.
You have to give him what he wants, I guess.
I am required.
No, wait, but does that become the bridal wreath?
No, because
Like the bridal wreath is that you balefired him.
I see where you're going. However, if we stick with the framework of the game, I have to make a commitment, and yeah, I would clearly have to balefire him, which leaves me Elida and Massima to decide which one I want to get dirty with and which one I want to.
You fluffed yourself.
What did I just?
conundrum.
This is why you shouldn't become a dark friend. Just FYI. Okay, so I think that of the two, I could have a marriage with Massima that didn't require any physical intimacy whatsoever, because Massima would be like, if there were one person that I'm going to be intimate with, it would be the Kara Karn, and therefore it would be a sacrilege for me to touch you in any way, even though we were bonded by matrimony. So therefore, I'm gonna get down with the kinky lady with a big hard on for building herself her own castle, and maybe she'd be really into strap-ons, and then we'd have a really fun time. That's where I'm going. I'm just gonna put a stamp on that. Let's go.
I love it.
I like the way you logicked out that one.
I had to get there somehow. Yeah, there we go.
That was stressful.
Very stressful.
Yeah.
All right. Did we all answer?
Yes.
Did everybody
We
have a
did? Okay.
chance?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Is there anything else any of you wanted to share before we go?
I just love all of us wearing our tux in honor of Dasha'man.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Dasha'man, if you were gonna come up with a new segment for us to do on Threefold Talk, what do you want to be able to participate in, or to see us go bananas about?
I definitely want to see more Aiel in any sense. I love them so much. I just love how I love their dark, twisted sense of humor compared to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will say something insulting, but they laugh their asses off. I love things that they do in their traditional culture. People are like, WTF, why would you do that? It just goes against the norm, and I want to see more of their culture. At where I'm at, I love how they just are so objective. I love that they always look out for one another, and they have such a good structure, and I want to find out more. Sometimes they travel in large groups, sometimes just one or two have to go off on a run for months to find somebody, or scout out another hold, or learn to survive in the wastes where you have next to nothing. But it's fine. It doesn't even bother them. Like, I like that resilience. I like that they're not persuaded by most like other people's problems in the wetlands, when it comes to like the game of houses and power, and like they're just over there in the waste, grouping, fighting, like getting ready for everything. And then when they come over, it's like it's their territory, even though they weren't there for thousands of years. It's like, okay, now we have the reason to come here, and we're about to take over and show you why, and nothing's going to stop us, because that's all we've thought about, and not the conventional things that you guys are worried about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I love their focus.
What do you think? You just finished Lord of Chaos, right? What do you think is next for the Aiel in the rest of the books?
Expansion. They're going to... I think they're going
Can we clarify
to, like...
the non-Shido Aiel? Let's separate this into two. Non-Shido Aiel and then Shido Aiel. Because those are two different things at this point.
So the non-Shido Aiel, the non-Shido Aiel are all helping Rand in wherever he goes. The problem where I am at with Rand is that he jumps from one place to the other every chapter. It's like they can't keep up. And the Shido, I'm not quite clear on their objective and like who's leading them and why at the moment. But I know that they have their own agenda, and at the moment I don't understand it. It doesn't mean that I'm against them. I know they have a reason for what they're doing. So I'm waiting to learn more about them before I see why that they're trying to go against all the other Aiel and make a judgment from there. It is unfortunate what happens to them. But I have to applaud their ruthlessness and their own driven passion in what they believe in. And so I think they're very admirable in their own way. They are an opposing threat to the side that I would be on at the moment. And yeah, I just want to learn more about what divided them. Why can't they see eye to eye or spear to spear? And I want to see if they can be joined at some point.
All good questions.
Great observations. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
so much for being on the show with us tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to Rob for bail firing Uno.
Yeah. He's
all
probably, I think he's making up for it though.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like he's doing pretty well for himself right now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, goodbye, Streamyard. You've been good to us. I will miss having the control. So I think before we peace out, we should just leave y'all with a butt rock. So bye, everybody. May you always find love, water, and shade, and butt rocks.
Butt rock